Hey, how you doing? It's Aaron Blaze here. We were literally up to 5 seconds ago talking about, hey, where's my mic? And so hopefully this mic is going to work. I'd still like to maybe switch over to the lapel mic. I think it's going to be better.
Just in the meantime, just
But hey, good to see you. It's Friday, and you're going to see me moving around a little slowly today. I tweaked my back. I got an old man injury. I was exercising yesterday down in my little gym and was doing some rows and popped my back out. I felt it actually go, just pop right out. And then I had a little lightning bolt of pain, and I've been stiff ever since. But we're gonna do request day today, so I'm really excited about that. We haven't done that in a while, and I've been working on Snow Bear all week, which has been awesome. I'll tell you what, it's really coming out great, and really excited to share it with you over the coming months as we make it. But I'm getting very excited about it, and well, I've been excited about it for 5 years. I've been trying to make this little 8-minute cartoon for 5 years, but we're really having a great time. And oh, thanks, Dustin. Is this on now? This one?
yes.
Okay. So let me. Sorry about the. Sorry about the sound. Here. Better. Better. Hello, Russ.
Yeah,
Test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hello. Good. And so we've been doing that, and so since I've been working on that, I did some animation last week. I'm going to share with you some of the changes that I made to it. But because I've been doing that and working strictly on Snow Bear, I thought it'd be fun to just do a request day and let's do some illustration. I realized, I haven't done any digital painting in over a month, and I thought that was kind of interesting considering how long I've been doing digital painting. And this is probably the longest span in 12, 15 years that I've gone without doing any digital painting. Now I'm storyboarding digitally, but other than that, but also I want to push a couple things. I got a couple things. One thing I think you guys are getting excited about, or I hope you will. First of all, what are we? We're 2 weeks out from or 2 weeks and 1 day out from our live event with Chuck Williams and myself. Chuck and I are going to get together. Chuck, as you know, is one of the instructors on our site who's taught story, taught how to get your ideas off the ground. He's an amazing producer. He just produced Sonic the Hedgehog. We've known each other for 33 years. And he's been a producer, director, editor, and we worked together quite a bit. And we worked together specifically in getting ideas off the ground, developing movie ideas, getting them developed, getting them pitched, getting them rolling, and often getting them into pre-production and then production. We have a very specific way of doing it. And so we wanted to do a course, a live event, and that's going to be August 14th on a Saturday, where we talk about just that. We're going to be talking about our techniques of creating the thematic notion, our characters, creating a storyline, creating a world, how to pitch it, how to bring people on board. What kind of crew do you have at that point? There's several things that we're going to be covering, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So go on over to creatureartteacher.com/live.
/live.
Live. /live. Where you can get more information on that. Also, we have got a big sale going on this weekend. So go on over to creatureartteacher.com and get my character design course. If you haven't gotten that yet, you can get my entire character design course. It's a big course. I think it's over 16 hours for 50% off. So that's on sale. And then finally, I want to tell you about our books. So the books are being shipped. They are in transit. They're on a boat right now coming to the United States. But we are obviously delivering them a little bit later than we had anticipated. And so to make up for that, if you order now or if you have already ordered, you will be getting a signed copy. So I'm just going to take like a week or 2 weeks or whatever it's going to take. We've sold quite a few thousand books. I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to start signing books. We originally said it's going to be for the first 100 copies. But you guys have been patient. You guys have been super supportive. And so Nick and I talked about it. We said, hey, let's just hunker down. We'll bring in the piles of books and we'll just create an assembly line and I'll start signing and the rest of our crew here at Creature Art Teacher will start packing and slapping labels and getting them out the door and mailing them. So if you have ordered a book or if you still want to pre-order, you will get a signed copy, okay? So I will make sure of it. And my little hand is gonna be all torn up, but I wanna make sure you guys get it. So go on over to creatureartteacher.com. Do you have the slide for that?
Just the
Yeah, so
yeah,
for
the-
the books. Go on over to the website, look up the books, and you can, I've got the coffee table book, which is The Art of Aaron Blaise, and then we've also got the 100 drawings, which will be coming later. But if you've ordered pre-ordered the coffee table book, The Art of Aaron Blaise, or if you pre-order coming up, you will get a signed copy for that. I think we covered it all.
I believe so.
So I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be cool. But let me put my spectacles on. Let me show you. I want to show you some of the stuff we've been doing.
Let me show you something.
Let me show you something. Here's a shot I thought you might enjoy. When we first meet our polar bear, I want to introduce a polar bear in his world. I want to introduce the world of the Arctic. And so we have basically a little bit of a montage in the beginning of the polar bear kind of going through his world, and we get to see him in different places. And here's a shot here where we've got all these geese that have been migrating through, and he's up there checking it all out as they fly through. Lots of beauty shots. There's a shot back here I wanted to show you. Here's one right here I thought you might get a kick out of. Where is it? Right here. He finds a whale skeleton, and I love doing in layout. I love doing changing perspectives where we where we rotate the camera. We don't pan. We rotate the camera so the perspective changes. And so here we're looking down this whale skeleton as he walks up, and as he walks by, the camera rotates, and now we're looking up towards the head as he walks through. And so it's just it's going to be a fun piece to do. This is him walking up. I'm not going to show you everything. This is temporary score.
I wonder if we should turn the music off in case of copyrights.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. Good idea. Don't want to get pulled for that. So there's that. But I wanted to take you back really quick to if you tuned in last week, you saw me animate this shot where he stands up. It's a very simple shot. He stands up, he looks around, and then he goes back down on all fours and walks away. And the more I looked at this shot, the more I realized I really want the environment represented in this short as we go through. And it's windy and it's cold, and so I thought, he's got to have that fur blowing in the wind. And so I went back through, finished up the shot, but then went back through and animated the fur blowing in the wind, and it has a much better feel to it now. So if you see him walk up and then stand up and walk away, this is what it looks like now. So much better feel having that wind blowing. It really gives you a sense of cold and place. So anytime we have the ability, we're going to add those environmental impacts, whether it's on the character or we see snow, rain, things like that. I really want that world to come alive. So that's some of the stuff that we're doing on Snow Bear. I'm very excited about. But let's jump back over to Photoshop, and I'm going to pull up a new image. Let's go. Let's see.
So I got a couple of recommendations.
18 by 24. What do we got?
Well, a couple came from Detlef.
Deadlift.
And it says, hey
Hey
guys,
man,
so
I
nice
love
to-
those rhinos. That rhino that you did, it's beautiful. Beautiful,
Hey.
beautiful, beautiful.
Says, nice to catch you live again. How's things there?
Humid, very moist. For those of you that don't like the word moist, it's very moist here in Florida.
And it says, try making a white tiger tennis instructor or mafia lord.
I like
then-
Mafia Lord. I can't stand tennis. So I'm
And then
gonna-
he says later, or huge rhino club bouncer.
oh,
And someone on YouTube requested a jaguar blacksmith. Got others,
Jaguar
80s
blacksmith.
biker hog bartender. There's also, you can draw. Martin Berger says you can draw a funny chimpanzee today.
what was Detlef's again? Other than the tennis instructor, it was
It was
the
the
there's a rhino bouncer,
um,
and then what else?
or mafia lord. I think he
the
meant
tiger?
like making the white tiger either a tennis instructor or a mafia lord.
Mafia
but-
Lord.
Basically, like a tiger in a tux, it kind of like Shere Khan in Tailspin.
Hold on. Let me. Rich Little. There's
It's
Rich
kind
Little.
of what they did in Tailspin, because Tailspin is a couple of the characters are from the Jungle Book, and so you got King Louie who owns kind of like a bar and grill sort of stop. Baloo himself is an ace pilot, and Shere
Yeah.
Khan's like a CEO. So he's always wearing a very expensive suit.
Yeah. Look at Trump showing up there, bastard. All right.
Let's see what others we got. A moose giraffe hybrid.
I like the Godfather idea. That shot right there is kind of interesting. Stealing that staging. Old James Caan in the background. I'm gonna steal that staging. I'm gonna go as fast as I can today. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna make it. My back is killing me, but we're gonna try it.
Martin asks, can you draw Nick?
Nick.
Nick?
Nick. So Nick is on vacation. Nick is up in Virginia right now, driving around from place to place.
Oh, Nick has his own suggestion saying something Olympic themed. Since it's
Olympic
the,
themed.
Since that is the Olympics right now going on in Tokyo.
Nick, you don't get to request. You can't take that away from our viewers.
Yeah, how about that news of the woman heavyweight lifter
I didn't
from
see
the
it.
Philippines?
The Philippines?
The Philippines. She's the very first ever Filipino to earn a gold medal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was in heavyweights, and I think she. How much was it that she lifted? If anybody else knows, I can't remember exactly how much it was that she picked up. I think it was like 280, 290.
Probably kilograms. It wouldn't be pounds. It would be more than that.
Yeah, it was in. I think it was in kilos. Oh, Martin. He says, "Can you draw Nick in a parallel universe where he's just a lazy guy who won't do a thing?"
That's certainly not Nick here. Hey, Nick, do the thing. No. Okay.
Nick, do the thing.
No. Okay.
No. Uncle Louie's got a bad power converter. Look. Oh no, it was a motivator. That's what it was. He's got a bad motivator.
So, for those of you that don't know, I think did I announce it last week? We are booked and got our tickets, and we are Africa bound. Did I mention that last week?
Maybe? I can't remember. Yeah, so I just looked up the news on that weightlifter I was talking about.
Yeah.
Name is Hidlin Diaz. Won gold in the 55 kilogram category of women's weightlifting.
Yeah.
And she also set an Olympic record with her combined weight total of 224 kilograms across 2 successful lifts.
Jeez.
She was the first Filipino in 100 years to earn a gold medal. A try.
That's pretty damn cool.
Good for her.
Got Lightbox coming up soon, September, with Bobby Chiu.
Is that going to be a lot? Is that going to be a live stream event, or is that?
Yes, it's going to be a
stream,
a virtual event.
And what about CTN? Is CTN going to be a stream event?
No, I think CTN is going to be live this year.
Really?
I think so.
That'll be pretty cool if it is. What part of Africa are you guys going? Kenya? Any specific parks?
Yes, we're going to Masai Mara.
Dimara.
And Dustin, it's his first time ever going.
Oh, yes, and I cannot wait. So excited.
The Godfather
The Godfather.
of Soul.
Is Kenai a cave bear?
No, grizzly.
What's a cave bear?
Cave bear is an extinct species of bear that existed around the Pleistocene? Pleistocene? The Pleistocene? Epoch? They existed up until probably 10,000 years ago. Those are when they go into the Cave of Wonders, the one where they found all the bear skulls like up on altars and that sort of thing. Those are cave bears. Short-faced
they're called
bears.
cave bears because they lived in caves.
Well, they found them in caves, but I think there are subspecies of, say, grizzlies. I think some of them were short-faced bears, which is actually their closest relative is a spectacled bear from South America, I believe. Hey, Vedanta. Vedanta's home. Boy, she's having a heck of a time getting the girls enrolled in school because we moved into a new school district. And man, Florida, I love my state. I love living in Florida. But man, it is the worst schools ever, public schools.
Could you turn this tiger into a saber tooth?
No.
How about no? Is Tug a Kodak bear?
Kodiak? Kodiak, not Kodak.
Kodiak? Yeah, Kodak is the camera.
Is the camera. Film company.
Kodiak. But is Tug considered Kodiak or
No, he's just a large coastal grizzly bear.
very big?
I loved working with Michael Clark Duncan because he was how big was he? 6'4", 6'5", something like that.
At least. From what I saw at the premieres, he towered over everybody.
Oh yeah, he's so much fun because he ad-libbed all the time. He really had some great ad-libs.
I still love the photo that you have of him headlocking both you and Bob.
Oh yeah.
Under each arm. I wish I could. I was able to talk to him.
Who should be kissing his hand?
Maybe a male lion. Admitting a lion admitting the tiger's the true king of the jungle. I think we're all done with the requests. Everybody's still submitting requests. A leopard cook, make it a husky anteater.
Relax, people.
How was it working with Rick Moranis as Rut?
It was awesome. I mean, actually having Rick and Dave Thomas together, that's what was a treat. Because I used to watch those two together on SCTV when I was a kid back in the 70s. And to see them together there was awesome.
And I remember growing up watching Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and you and Mom introduced us to Strange Brew.
Yeah.
And we watched that movie all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, eh? Hi, Mike. This is my brother, Doug.
No, I'm, yeah.
I think one of the funniest things about both their Canadian and Moose characters is their names, because their names don't fit their voices. Like when you're thinking Rut, you're thinking Dave Thomas. And
Yeah.
when you hear Took, you think like the name like that would have like a similar voice to like Rick Moranis, but no, they're completely flipped. You ever think about that?
No. I want to pull up my tiger shot, my tiger images. Let me go over here. One thing I love having the ability to do is go, hey, I've collected so many different wildlife images over the years. Here's my wolves from our photo session with the wolves in Montana.
So it recommends that he needs a martini.
I'm doing the actual still from the movie.
What's the software or app you're currently using?
Photoshop.
Somebody from Twitch suggests a mouse should kiss his paw.
A mouse. I'm trying. That's a good idea, except for the size difference. I was hoping for something a little more related to his size. Let me knock this back a little bit. Knock this way back because I want to push that expression a little more. Really like Marlon Brando's expression. I want to try to get it.
So he says, "Wait, did you work on Zootopia?"
No, I really wanted to.
Yeah, that was right up your alley.
But oh, their character designer. What's his name? I forget his name. He's brilliant.
Hey there, Blaze.
Hey.
Got any ideas on how to feel at ease about the brushes we use?
How to feel at ease?
At ease.
Yes, use them. That's the only way you're going to get to feel at ease with them is if you use them. Get to know them.
Get the feel for them.
Yeah.
Maybe a tigress can kiss his paw?
I don't want to be sexist.
Have you ever drawn a Tasmanian tiger?
No. Which is not a tiger.
It's not?
No, it's a marsupial.
Ah. So he says, there's always Zootopia 2 if it happens.
Not sure it's going to happen.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
I don't know if the first one drew enough. They'll be making Elsa movies until the cows come home.
Well, that's true. But I thought Zootopia was pretty popular. I thought it was a hit.
Yeah, I don't know that it was big enough to make a sequel.
Mm.
But I could be wrong. I'm sure they've got something in the works.
Do you think 2D animation could make a comeback in the movie business?
Yes. I think it's already making a comeback. It's not going to be like it was. But yes, I do.
Are you getting your own show from Pencilish?
No,
Pencilish? I don't think I've heard of Pencilish.
that's the new studio that the Bancroft started.
Oh. Yeah, Nick says Zootopia made over $1 billion. They announced a sequel.
Oh, good. Then I was wrong.
He was way wrong. Is this Beauty and the Beast inspired?
No, this is Godfather inspired.
A couple of people on Twitch are saying that they think that Zootopia is either is also or it's just getting a series done on Disney Plus.
Oh, there you
The
go.
World of Zootopia,
That's cool.
which I actually think that'd be pretty interesting to see.
Yeah.
I just hope the quality of the animation is the same as the film.
Yeah. That'll be tough. But it's funny how much on some of these streaming platforms, how much they're sinking into production value. I mean, look at Loki and all that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, Loki, WandaVision, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I mean, those are.
No, they might be
movie
getting
characters.
bigger viewerships though too.
Hmm?
They might be getting bigger viewerships. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see what their animated family entertainment is against the. And I know, those are still considered somewhat family, but it's still a little bit more adult, mature audiences.
Aaron and Dustin, no hands or no eyes. What would you pick?
That's a weird question. I guess I could still draw and paint with my mouth.
Because if you kept your hands, you wouldn't be able to see what you're working on. Have you seen Monsters at Work? I didn't even know that it's out.
Monsters at Work. What's that?
It's Monsters Inc., but they officially brought back Monsters Inc. but as a show. On
Oh
Disney
no, I
Plus.
haven't seen it.
Yeah, they even brought back the most, if not all, the original voices of the original characters from Monsters Inc.
That's great.
And they also brought on some
Man, it's hot in
new
here.
characters.
There we go.
Why didn't Phil Collins sing "Great Spirits" in Brother Bear?
Because we wanted someone else. He had already done Tarzan, and we wanted somebody else to cover it, just for variety. And so we got Tina Turner. We tried to get Richie Havens first, but he wanted to change the key, and we didn't want to change the key. I love Tina Turner, but man, I wish we could have got Richie Havens.
Do you know the illustrator Will Terry?
No. Man, I'm not liking this. Maybe this will be just we'll try doing a bunch of character designs rather than a full rendering.
Have you read Watership Down?
I read it years ago when I was a kid. I don't remember it very well. I remember it being super brutal.
Are you going to save the live in this in the channel? I think it meant by the live stream. And
Yes.
on YouTube, it'll be saved on YouTube. Was animating the ice scene in Brother Bear difficult, where they're computer programs for that?
The ice scene where the glacier falls, it was difficult. It was a combination of CG and there we go, and traditional animation.
Yeah, the ice itself
Took a lot of planning.
Huh?
It took a lot of planning.
Yeah. Because the ice itself was CG, but but like all the cracks and all the visuals around the ice were all 2D. Right?
Not all of it.
But most of it.
A good chunk of it, yeah.
But what about the other ice scene when Kenai and Koda are under the ice and they're trying to hide from?
That's all mainly background, and we put effects over the animation to get it to ripple.
Yeah, so the person animated Sitka normally, but then, or
Yeah.
not Sitka, but Denahi.
Denahi,
normally.
yeah.
And then you guys just took it in visual effects and just warped it from there.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
This one's kind of fun.
Asking about that question made me think of the was it the post credits where the bear walks up and in the reflection it looks like normal, but it looks over in real life and he's just all one eye's bigger than the other.
Yeah.
Looks all deformed.
Let's see here. Go a little smaller with that eye.
Do you think cinema will go back to how it was before the pandemic?
I think it'll take years, but yeah. But well, actually, you know what? No, because it was during the pandemic that streaming really came into its own, and I don't think that's ever going to go away. So it'll go back. I still don't think it'll ever go back to what it was, 100%. I think Nick and I kind of disagree on this a little bit, but I definitely think it's been impacted, which I think he agrees with.
Yeah, because
Actually, I haven't brought it up to Vedanta yet. Hey, Vedanta, you here? Yeah. We want to go see The Green Knight tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we wear our masks.
yeah, because a lot of movies that have been coming out lately have been not only releasing back in the theaters again, but also been releasing on like HBO Max or Disney Plus at the same time, and so it gives the viewers the option of either you can watch it comfortably in your own house,
Right. Well,
or you can
exactly,
see it
that's
on the
the-
big screen with
Yes, that's the whole idea.
yeah.
You're speaking the obvious. And
But-
and so, but what I think is, I think a lot of people have, they're just not going to go back to theaters, and when you can wait, now everything's, kept coming out either the same day as, or you wait a month or so. I think a lot of people are going to do that. I personally, I love it, and I don't mind spending $20 on a movie at home for first run, considering I'm going to spend $100 for the whole family to go see a movie in the theater with candy and popcorn and everything else. Now, I've got a good viewing experience at home. We've got big TVs and it feels like a theater almost. Not everybody has that, so that's a little different.
Yeah, well, you watch your, what's the size out there? 60, 62, 64?
The one out, our TV
Yeah.
is 85.
85.
Yeah.
I mean, all the movies that I usually watch in my at my place or off of my 15-inch laptop.
Yeah. Now,
With
we,
headphones.
we basically have a little movie
Yeah.
screen in our house. Now, you should have seen John Lasseter's. Oh, you did see
Oh, yeah, I remember.
it. We went into John
It
Lasseter's.
was a straight up
home
mini
theater.
theater.
Well,
Like,
it was a 60-seat theater.
yeah, it's 60 feet. 60
Or 35
seat-
or like something like that.
And one of his sons was in there and was watching Kill Bill
Yeah.
when we walked in, and it was during the final showdown between her
Yep,
and
exactly.
Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
And music was playing, and man, the sound quality of that was just
Well, it was
Beauty.
crazy. We were in a theater. That's the thing.
a theater in the
But
mansion.
we were in his house.
Well,
That
it's not a
that
house;
was-
it's a mansion.
That was the coolest experience there. That was really fun sitting there, and those lounge chairs that he had in there were awesome.
If I had a theater like that, man,
I gave him enough.
that would be that'd be where I would work. That'd be where I would watch my movies. That's where I'd play my games.
Hey, don't play games with me.
That that theater would turn to my own personal man cave.
See, I want this. I'm trying to find that. Remember, I made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
I'm gonna make him an offer you can't refuse.
I'm trying to create a character that fits that character.
I'm gonna make him an offer you can't refuse.
I'm not doing Sean Connery.
Well, the tiger kind of has that Sean Connery kind of vibe to him. Because can you imagine a tiger sounding like, I'm gonna make him an offer you can't refuse? Especially a tiger that buff.
See, the other one just looks blah now. I like pushing. Push it. Push it real good.
But man, can you imagine Sean Connery was in The Godfather? I'm gonna make him an offer I can't refuse.
Just a little bit of a snarl on the lip there. Gives him just a little.
What is your favorite movie you've worked on?
Favorite movie I've worked on. Well, probably Lion King. I loved all of them though. I loved working on Aladdin. I loved working on Beauty and the Beast and
I think my favorite that I worked on was Star Trek Into Darkness. It was fun building up the 3D in that one.
yeah.
And I think that was like the first one where like I really did get to make my own 3D because in digital domain, like when we were just passing time, I was making my own 3D then. But when we were working on like Transformers, Dark of the Moon, and Smurfs,
Yeah.
our leads would do all the 3D building, but the rest of us would do all the rotoscoping for him.
Gotcha.
So Star Trek was like my first real, like, acting as a real depth artist for a movie. Aaron, who or what was your biggest inspiration when it came to animation?
Glenn Keane. For sure, Glenn Keane. He was my mentor. And he taught me how to animate and really ignited a fire in me. Absolutely, without a doubt. We'll just run with this. Make it really simple.
Do you find the 32-inch Cintiq too big, or
No.
are there any downsides?
I love, for me, it's go big or go home. I love them big.
He
So-
likes them big.
Yeah, I love big, drawing big. And so, if you guys saw me doing the charcoal a couple weeks ago, in that giant 24 by 36 newsprint pad. And, yeah, I mean, if they made a 100-inch Cintiq, I'd buy it. I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
How difficult is drawing skin?
Skin?
Skin, I think it meant like fur or like skin textures, maybe.
No more difficult than anything else. Everything has its own unique thing about it, I guess. Oh
What do you
my
think
God.
of DreamWorks' animation?
It's great.
Because there was like Road to El Dorado, there was...
Yeah, I mean, it's like everyone else. I think their animation varies from film to film.
Mm-hmm.
I think all the major studios do a good job in kind of varying themselves up from time to time. A lot of great artists out there. Look at these eyes just right.
Erica Bay earlier says, I want to go see the Green Knight 2.
You want to go with us? Dustin, you want to go with us?
I think I'm just going to chill at home.
Man, you're always blowing me off.
No,
I invite you to everything, and you always say no. Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Should I draw multiple
When you
figures on a
coming
page
home,
when
son, I
practicing?
don't know when, but we'll get together
Oh,
then,
sweet.
Dad. You'll know we'll have a good time then. And I spent time with you. Come on, man. You're blowing your time with your dad.
Should I draw multiple figures on a page when practicing?
Yeah, sure.
What's your favorite type of big wild cat?
Big wild cat, my favorite type. Probably, I love lions. Love tigers. Love the ghosts. The snowy leopards.
What was the first thing or project you ever animated?
The first production project was a short animated cartoon, 7-minute cartoon with Roger Rabbit called Roller Coaster Rabbit. We did that in 1989. Evidante, you think the girls want to go? See, even she's ignoring me.
And I did go out for Austin for my sister's birthday. Somebody out there is saying that I didn't go, but I did go.
You did.
I did.
We guilted you into it. We're gonna start pushing putting the peer pressure on you.
It's been like the past couple of streams.
Oh,
me nuts.
come on.
Dustin, you worked or work in the movie industry? If so, can you tell us more about your work? I used to work as a 3D depth artist, and it started off in Digital Domain when Dad and I both worked in that company. Originally, I was there for visual effects and I was being trained for that, but Domain bought a 3D depth company and moved the company from San Francisco to Florida, and they needed more staff members in that company, and so our training course turned from visual effects to 3D depth. And after graduating from that class, got to work on the floor on Transformers Dark of the Moon and Smurfs, the first live action movie. And after that, we just kind of practiced on other movies, because what we do is we're able to take a flat 2D video and using rotoscoping and creating a second eye, because you use two eyes to see 3D. Using the computer, we're able to manipulate it into 3D with our glasses, and so we've been able to make the first Iron Man in 3D. We've practiced making the Fifth Element in 3D, like the taxi scenes in the air. That was always fun to do. Blade Runner, the first Transformers, like all these different movies we messed around with until the studio shut down. And then I went to a second company, and there I worked on many others. I was part of Iron Man 3, Thor 2, Star Trek Dark of the Moon was my first. And in fact, my name is in the credits for that. And also worked on Pacific Rim. Need for Speed was another favorite of mine. And just the list goes on and on. I was there for about 4 or 5 years, until about 6 years ago when I got let go. And that's when Dad brought me on board here, and now I'm here.
There you go.
And there you go. And the last movie that I was working on before I got let go was Doctor Strange. And, yeah. Do you like the style of the 1960s animation, like Hanna-Barbera or Pink Panther?
Hanna-Barbera.
Huh?
Hanna-Barbera.
Barbera?
Yeah.
Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera.
Barbera.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's okay. It definitely it did what it needed to do, which is save money on drawing time. I'm more of a fan of the fuller animation, but that's not to say that I don't like limited animation. So I thought there was some fun, there was definitely some fun Hanna-Barbera stuff in the 60s. So I just, I thought, the Warner Brothers stuff, as it aged, as they started doing stuff later and later, they started doing it more and more limited. But I thought a lot of it retained its appeal.
Yes, how's it going too? Somebody mentioned about Rock and Rule was a beautiful late 80s movie. I watched Rock and Rule a couple of times on YouTube, and it's a very, very interesting but very fun, very cool animation.
Oops.
From that 80s rock.
Oops. I want to rock.
I want to rock.
What do you want to do with your life?
I want to rock. Here's a rock. Which one do you like more? 101 Dalmatians or Lady and the Tramp?
Lady and the Tramp.
Hands down.
Yeah, I love them both. But if I have to pick one, which I'm being asked to do, I'd definitely pick Lady and the Tramp. I like it better artistically. I think they're both brilliant. I have a slight edge on Lady and the Tramp.
What a
now,
big...
Cruella de Vil is probably one of the best villains ever created. So, there's definitely that.
What if Bigfoot was in Brother Bear?
What if?
What if? But the question is, what kind of Bigfoot? Are we talking Goofy movie Bigfoot?
No.
Or are we talking about what was the Bigfoot that you really like? The Hendersons?
Harry and the Hendersons.
Harry and the Hendersons.
It's the best Bigfoot ever.
Hey Dustin, are you an animator as well? Not exactly.
No, you're not.
I'm not an animator like that.
You're not a character animator.
Not a character animator, no. But in the 3D Death, there was a lot of animation involved of like making sure that the angles and the shapes of characters and objects worked in the film. So I did have to do some form of animation, but not to that.
Not character animation.
Not character animation like that. Dad did. No.
Oops.
What is the weather like in Russia? It's very cold.
Actually, right now it's pretty warm. When I was there, when we were there, was I there in May? I think I was there in May. It was beautiful. I was in Moscow.
Moscow. Did you drink a lot of vodka while you were there?
I did have some vodka, I must admit.
Hey, Aaron.
Gonna make an offer you can't refuse.
I'm gonna make him an offer you can't refuse.
Can I ask you, what is the dimensions of your canvas when you work on a drawing like this? Thank you.
18 by 24. This one is.
Was it
I like to work in standard sizes.
Was it 18 by 24?
18 by 24.
Have you ever been to Australia?
No, I want to go to Australia. It's very high on my list.
Yeah, that'd be a fun place to go.
Get to go down under.
Very high on my list.
Have you ever shown your art in a gallery?
Yes. Back in the 90s, there were several galleries that represented me.
Oh, sorry, I'm from Russia. It's hot here right now.
Yeah.
all capital letters hot.
Yeah. I
Is it really
believe
that hot over there right now?
Yeah. It was in Russia last year in the Arctic in Siberia. The first time in history it went over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the
crap.
Arctic. Tell me,
What?
yeah. Global warming, baby.
Dang. I do remember, I think it was the second year I was living in Toronto.
Tirana?
For like a week, it was at least in the 90s. I think at one point it hit the triple digits. But after that week, it went back down to like below 80s.
Yeah.
Had you ever recycled animation like Disney in the 60s and 70s?
Recycled?
Like using,
Oh,
Using
reused
old-
animation?
yeah, reusing animations. Yeah.
No. No, we never did that. We were always aware of what they were doing, what they did. Now, there is a little bit of a tradition. We haven't done it in a long time, and I don't know that Disney has done it since. I think we may have done it in Beauty and the Beast. But the prince and the princess dancing at the end of the movie, I think they started it in, was it Snow White? I think they started it. All the films kind of reuse that animation. I think we reused it in Beauty and the Beast.
Kahenia says you guys should meet up with Pernil Oram when you come to Kenya. She moved there the other day.
I don't know who that is.
We'll keep our eye out.
But I definitely want to go to the Sheldrick Elephant Orphanage. We're going to be there for an extra day. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of a Mr. Attenborough.
Zunji's asking, are you going to imitate the muted top down lighting style from Godfather?
Yeah, let's do that. Good idea, Zonji. Glad you're here, by the way.
I'm guessing this question is for me. What do you think about Netflix's new Cowboy Bebop adaptation? I really hope they don't mess it up. I'm really praying.
Is it animated?
No, it's going to be live action. That's why I'm really worried. Because Netflix hasn't really been that great with live action adaptations.
Nerd. You nerd.
I am, and I'm proud of it. Thank you. Have you ever had wild game meat?
Of course, yes, very much. I've had a lot of wild game.
Okay, Henia says that she's an illustrator, also friends with the Bancroft brothers.
That's okay, I won't hold that against her.
What, that she's friends with the Bancrofts?
Yeah.
Will the live workshop be available for Patreon patrons as well?
No, I mean it's separate altogether. So, if you sign up for it, yes, it's available for them. I mean, it's available for everybody, but it's not a Patreon event. So no, we're not making it a Patreon event. But if you do sign up for it, and you're not able to make it, you will be able to access it later. Now, if you don't sign up for it, you will not be able to access it later. You will not be able to purchase it later. This is a one purchase only, or chance only. So you get a chance to buy it, be a part of it, and if you miss it, but you've purchased, you can watch it later. But if you do not purchase it, you cannot watch it later. You cannot purchase it later and then watch it.
Do you like to sculpt, or have you ever sculpted?
The last time I sculpted was in college. And yes, I do like it. I just never went back to it because of all of my other exploits of drawing and painting. Let me blow this up a little bit so you can see a little better. Whew, man, I gotta stand up. I can't breathe.
Oh, Disney Goofy shorts are coming soon, and Eric Goldberg is part of it.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome then.
And Eric Goldberg is the original Goofy voice, right?
No, Eric Goldberg animated the genie.
Oh. I thought that name sounded familiar.
Eric Goldberg looks like one of the Seven Dwarfs. He's awesome.
Does he?
And I say that lovingly.
What kind of pets do you have?
We've got 2 dogs, Max and Achilles. We've got a bunch of fish. We've got 3 cats. We've got Ruby, Freddie, and Kit Kat. And then we've got a bunny named Sage.
Which I still have not seen yet.
He's in Lily's room.
Which animated movie do you like the most?
I love Bambi.
Bambi.
Bambi's probably my favorite. I love Watership Down as well.
Which one?
Watership Down? Not Watership Down, what am I saying? Secret of Nim.
Mmm. Yeesh, that's a good one.
My gosh. I'm going very slow on this. So I want to remind you guys, we've got a sale going on this weekend, 50% off on my character design course. So that's a good savings right there. That's a good. It's one of our most popular courses. I spent quite a few weeks, few months actually, putting that course together, and it's very full. It's everything I know about character design. And so if you're interested, go to creatureartteacher.com and you can get that for 50% off. Also, August 14th, I've got my my live event coming up with Chuck Williams. And if you go to creatureartteacher.com/live, you can get more information there. But Chuck and I have worked together or known each other for 30 plus years. We worked together for over 20 years, directing, producing, and we have a technique in how we get our stories off the ground, creating character, all that sort of thing. And so going over to creatureartteacher.com/live and get more information on that. And then also, just real quick, and then also on the book front, on my first book coming out.
You alright?
Oh man,
You're back?
Yeah, on my book, I'm going to be signing all the pre-orders. So I know there's a lot of people out there were concerned that they might not, they might not make the first 100. And so we just decided, you know what? Let's just make them all. Sign them all. So that's what we're doing. Signing them all. I was going to do a clipping mask, but I thought, nah. Let's put some shadow in here.
I'm designing a bison butler for a project. How do you suggest I draw the shoulders and neck of the bison?
Well, that's a tough one. You got to get in there and really work that out if he's a butler. So a butler's going to have a certain costume, right? And so you got to figure out how that costume is going to adapt to a bison's anatomy.
And Erica says, I need another in-person workshop. It's been too long.
Yeah, we're going to do it. I agree with you.
What are you thinking, next year? Or
No, we'd like to do it this year.
This year?
Yeah, we might do something in Orlando.
That'd be nice.
Now we do have, we've got Snow Bear happening. And I'm trying, I plan on making more, and I want it to be more of a gateway for us to get more done.
How do you push the eyebrow muscles to make it so expressive?
I did that. You just push. You know what's going to work. You know a lot of times what's not.
How much time does it take to be a pro at drawing?
As long as it takes. How's that? You gotta practice though. And the more practice you put in, the quicker it's gonna happen. Got to practice. I'm just gonna work on his head.
Is this pre-recorded? Yes, this is pre-recorded. We just
Yeah,
we
we're-
just anticipated when you were going to ask that question.
Yes, we're recording it right now, if that's what you meant.
We are currently live, but it's going. But
We are currently live, pre-recorded. What? What do you say?
we are recording this live. What? Which book do you recommend for drawing animals?
Oh man, there's a whole bunch. I would recommend what's the name of the one that I love so much? I can't remember his name. Oh my gosh.
Who?
Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Where?
Oh my gosh.
Why?
Oshkosh my gosh.
How? Where can they go pre-order the book again? Someone missed that.
On the website, creatureartteacher.com. Creatureartteacher.com.
CreatureArtTeacher.com. And we're back.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles at CreatureArtTeacher.com. How was that? Was that pretty close to?
That was pretty good. It's lagging. First, I gotta blow it up so you guys watching on your phone
Phone.
can follow along. Meanwhile, my screen is 2.5 feet across.
Do you know any professors that teach at Ringling?
Yes. Next question.
Examples?
Ken Sperduso, who actually just did a course for us on portrait painting.
Oh, he's a professor?
Yep.
Oh. I didn't know.
He's also a layout artist at Disney.
Is or was? Is he?
Was
What?
with us at Disney. And then Dom. Trying to think, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? Oh, man.
You should stretch if it hurts that bad.
Oh, trust me, stretching's going to kill me. I stretched this morning already. I tore the disc in my lower back. When I was a kid, I broke my back, fell out of a tree, and it crumbled the bottom 3 vertebrae, and they didn't heal right. And so I just got kind of a big jumbled mess down there. So everything's attached kind of weird. And if I go too heavy too fast on some of my weightlifting, I'll pop it. And that's what I did yesterday. I went too quickly, to too high of a weight, and it went pop.
What are your thoughts on Don Bluth's animation style?
Love it.
And I think his last name is spelled Bluthe. Is that how you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the person that asked the question accidentally spelled out booth, like a phone booth.
Oh, yeah. Is it? I don't know if there's an E at the end of Bluth, though. Is it Bluth? Or there might be an E on the end. I can't remember.
I think actually
You're
I think
probably
you're
right.
I think there's no E. Yeah, I think it's a Bluth. Here, let me just confirm that. Yep, no E. It's been confirmed. There's no E. No E confirmed. We're okay, folks. We're all right.
Been confirmed.
Can you show us which brushes do you use for drawing?
No.
Okay.
I'm using, the one I'm using right now is I use this 99% of the time on everything. This is a custom brush I made probably 7 years ago. I just love the feel of it. It's my Pastel C brush. If you're looking at, if you ever go into my first set of custom brushes that are available on my website, it is Pastel C. Actually, if you sign up for my newsletter, you can get this brush for free.
Bluth is Land Before Time?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bluth is Land Before Time. America Story? Was that what it?
American
Five
Tail.
American's Tale. American Tale.
I'm
And,
looking for my family.
I'm looking for my family.
and then the sequel, Five Goes West. And also, I think he was part of Anastasia and Titan AE.
Yes.
Those two as well. And Secret of Nim. And was Thumbelina
Yep.
Douglas?
Yep. Troll in Central Park, I think
Troll
was
in
his.
Central Park.
I think that was his.
Oh, I remember that. The last half of that movie always scared me.
I think it was. I'm not. Can't remember.
I'm almost that does look like a Don Bluth style.
Oh, Dustin,
What?
can you just do me a huge favor? Right here,
Yeah.
my shoulder blade and my right shoulder blade, because I can't reach it. Right, just dig in there.
Right here?
Down, over to the left, up, down a little bit. Right, down just a touch. Now dig in there. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Right there?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, man.
Yeah, so Troll of Central Park was in fact Don Bluth. And what about Fern Gully? Was Fern Gully?
Fern Gully, I don't think was Bluth. Who was Fern Gully? Because that's an Australian story. Is it South American or Australian? I can't remember. I think it's Australian.
Gully, Last Rainforest. Oh, it was directed by Bill Croyer.
Oh yeah, Kroger.
Screenplay by Jim Cox. Yeah, it was a 20th Century Fox distribution, but it was it was not Don Bluth. It was Bill Croyer.
Remember we used to watch that movie over and over and over and over and over and over and over again?
Toxic Love. I think I
Oh,
used
Tim
to.
Curry.
I think I like really liked and yet was scared of that scene at the same time.
You were.
I enjoyed the song, but
No, that character used to scare the heck out of you.
I could have sworn I enjoyed the song though.
Yeah, and the little film strip guy at AMC,
Oh,
that guy used to scare the hell out of you.
well, I was like what 3?
Yeah,
or
you used
three?
you used to cover your ears.
Well,
You'd kinda
because
watch
it was
it.
so loud. My tiny little innocent ears couldn't handle the THX sounds.
But the,
Like
the
it would
film
be
strip
until
guy,
like
man,
halfway through the movie I'm finally comfortable enough to take
yeah,
my hands off
whenever
my
we
ears.
went to a movie, we had to get ready because the film strip guy would come on and you would cling on to us like a freaking little monkey because you were so scared of him. It's so cute. Your mother and I would laugh.
I mean, I eventually got over it.
Oh yeah. We'd go home, put you back in the closet.
Then I finally came out of the closet the next morning. What?
You keep you in there for your what was it? There was one time we always used to joke about beating you guys and stuff. It's terrible. But I was teaching your daughter how to your daughter. I was teaching my daughter. I was teaching your sister how to water ski.
Oh,
And
this
the
story.
boat was just barely moving, wasn't even in gear, and she had gotten the rope around her neck, and it tightened up and gave her a little rope burn before we got it off of her. And as we were later on, when we were sitting on the beach talking about our water skiing day, we joked about, yeah, Austin had misbehaved and we had to hang her in the closet. And she thought it was funny, and so she went to school and told her teacher that.
When they asked her about the
Yeah,
rope
what
burn.
happened to the red mark? What happened with the red mark on her neck? She said, "Mom and Dad hung me in the closet." So we had a little visit from Child Protection Services. Well, we had a phone call, and they didn't think it was very funny. And there's probably a few people on the live stream right now not thinking it was funny, but at the time, we thought it was funny.
It's just whatchamacallit, just miscommunication.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think the Disney Renaissance would have happened if Don Bluth hadn't split and competed with Disney?
No. I don't.
Honestly, I really think that,
First of all, I think any kind of competition is good.
yeah,
Keeps everybody on their toes.
it's a healthy competition, but also at the same time, Don Bluth was like his own version of Disney animation, which was very nice.
Oh yeah.
Because if it wasn't for his animations,
Don't say animations, please.
well, his movies,
His animation.
his animation,
Yeah.
animations.
Don't say animation.
I'm just
please.
going to say that just to annoy you now. Because of his animations, it made, not only did it make the competition against Disney healthy, but at the same time, it gave a lot of kids a nice break from Disney once in a while.
Yeah.
Because his
Well,
animations
no.
are
Well,
always
first
so
of all, you
fantastic.
make it sound like there's Disney and all kinds of crazy animation all over the place. You don't understand. There wasn't anything like that before the before the 90s and the 80s and the 70s. That you would be lucky if an animated movie every 4 years came out. That was it. All we got was one animated movie every 4 years from one company, Disney, and it was going down the tubes. So the stuff they were putting out was like Black Cauldron, just garbage. Oh yeah, 2 deer? Oh dear.
Oh dear.
We got a bunch of deer that come and visit us.
I should have brought my camera. Should have brought my gear. What is your philosophy about locomotion for animation?
Locomotion?
Locomotion, like maybe walking or running.
Understand your mechanics. You know, that's my philosophy on it. You got to understand the mechanics of how to do it. You know, I love studying that kind of stuff, the physics and when you understand it and you can pull it off right, it gives your animation that sense of believability and realism that really kind of sells it.
Someone commented saying Black Culture was good. I like the animation, just had bad direction.
Oh, Black Cauldron's terrible. Sorry, I disagree with you. But it opened up, it set a standard for how low we don't want to go. And what was really nice is soon after that, it was Roy that came in and saved the division. And then, you know, the whole idea of getting the studio started in Florida started to grow and get traction. And it was right about that time, I was lucky enough to be coming out of high school and coming out of college, I mean. And or I was coming out of high school, going into college. And by the time I was finishing up college, they had established this notion of building the studio in Florida. And that's when I decided I wanted to try animation. So the timing was just right.
Dustin, has an animal ever photobombed a picture of yours in the wildlife? Honestly, I think extra animals add more story to the photo.
Yeah, but there's one ever photobombed it.
No,
Just like kind of popped in.
I don't think so.
Said hello.
Though some humans have ruined my chances of some. And boy, was I angry that day.
You talking about, did I do something?
Huh?
You talking about me?
No. It was these two guys that are walking the path, and they look like Jersey muscleheads.
Oh, yeah.
And they had this bag of snacks. It looked like popcorn or something, and they're chowing down on that, and they see some of these sandhill cranes, and so they feed them some of their popcorn or whatever it is that they had in their hands, and they watched these cranes feed, and I already took shots of these particular cranes, so I was fine with that. But as they're walking further away, there are these three sandhill cranes that are walking up, but the one in the middle was like a middle-aged, like adolescent sandhill crane, like that age range.
You okay?
I need to give my brain a minute. The age range that I have not taken a photo of yet, and these two guys decided to dump all the snack that they had right in front of them, so they just grazed away while the two guys just kept on walking.
Those bastards.
Because the three birds were grazing for grub towards us, so I could have easily gotten some good shots. But when they dumped the food, the cranes turned their backs towards me, so I could barely get a good shot.
Yeah.
And when they were done, they didn't keep on going. They just walked back the other way and tried to follow the two guys. So they completely ruined my chances of getting the shots. I mean, I did manage to get one shot of the adolescent, but that was it.
Bastards. Those bastards.
You don't feed the wildlife.
No, you don't.
Do you like to draw wolves?
Wolves. Yeah.
Wolves. What are your views on Balto? Oh, that was another Don Bluth movie.
I love Balto.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one in years. Oliver and Company had some surprisingly rough animation. Yeah, but it was. I say it was it added texture.
Yeah. Stylistically.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing that a lot of people miss about the older animations is that
Stop saying animations.
animations is that feel of the texture, knowing that it was hand drawn.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to bring back with Snow Bear. I'm embracing the idea that, matter of fact, I'm not cleaning it up. I'm leaving it rough.
Have you seen the new Mulan movie? Did you like it?
Now you got to remember, you're talking to a guy that worked on the original. So I'm a little biased. It wasn't, and I know and I really commend the fact that they were doing something different. I wanted to do something different. I just didn't, I wasn't that engaged. I wasn't that engaged. But that's a personal taste. And I know I'm in the minority. I know a lot of people love that movie.
I just think they shouldn't have touched something that is already a classic.
No, I don't. No, I think you can remake anything. I mean, they do it with songs. They do it with film all the time. That part I'm not. You know, the film's 30 years old, 25 years old. It's okay. I just think, you know, you need to, if you're going to do it, make it great. The shot for shot remake stuff is that I don't get, just because you're doing it like The Lion King, which wasn't exactly shot for shot, but redoing that in CG, that was, I didn't get it.
But it's not CG, it's live action. Spirit was a good movie. Horses are just amazing in general. Yeah, Spirit was a really good movie indeed.
It was.
Was that? No, that wasn't done.
That was DreamWorks.
DreamWorks, right?
Press Romaneos did The Indian Brave.
Who did?
Our good friend Press. Do you remember Press? He used to come over to the house. He was our neighbor when we lived on Shingle Creek. Me and I worked in the studio together. He passed away a few years ago from leukemia. He was a great guy. Press was one of my best friends. He was really a really great artist.
I'll probably remember if I saw a picture of him.
He did the Shan Yu. He animated the Shan Yu. And
Again, I'll probably remember
Mulan.
better if I saw a picture.
Yeah.
Did you guys play guitar together all the time?
No, he didn't play guitar. You're thinking of Joe?
Yeah, Joe's the one with the long hair, right?
Yeah.
And he had a son?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, completely different person I was thinking of.
Now Press is Filipino, half Filipino.
Yeah, if you got a picture of him, I'll definitely, I'm sure I would recognize him if I saw a picture of him. Do you like Kung Fu Panda films?
I love Kung Fu Panda.
Same. Yeah, Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon are both amazing series. Series. Yeah, I'm just going to add extra plurals. Just to annoy you.
You mean syllables?
Syllables, plurals, animations, filmses.
put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Precisely. Are you using a Tiger reference, or is this from memory?
This is from memory. I'm just making it up. I mean, I've got this, but I wasn't really using it. This is one of my photos. Right here.
Right now.
All right, here. Oh my gosh, it's a little clunky today. It's hard to draw and paint when you're in pain.
My back is killing me. Ah, my back.
Don't make me laugh.
I was laughing.
Oh my God, I'm so stiff right now because I've been sitting in the same position.
I mean, I kind of have. I mean, my back pain was at its peak yesterday, but that was like at a higher point in my spine. Like yours is more the lower back, right?
Yep.
Yeah, mine was more the higher, and I think it was because I slept wrong a few nights ago.
I'm sweating. I sweat.
Sweat.
I'm sweating.
But I remember the most pain I've ever been in my body was probably the day after inner tubing with my friends, because
Oh yeah.
my friend's grandpa, who's like I think is like in his like 50s or 60s, but he's still like fit. He had a jet ski, and he was pulling us, and he felt like he was pulling us at least a good 3 or 4 G's, if not more, just enough for. It was one of those that you sit up on. It's not a donut style tube, but you actually sit, and you can seat up to like 3 or 4 people. And you have all these they have handlebars literally over the entire tube. And I was holding on for dear life, and he was pulling so many.
For dear
G's
life?
out
You're
of
holding
my
on for
neck.
dear life?
I was using my neck to hold up my head so it wouldn't fling back.
That's usually what we use our neck for. I'm kidding. Go ahead. Go for it.
Not that intensely though.
Right.
Like imagine, like, remember the Gravitron at the carnival?
I do.
Imagine that, but with no backrest, going twice the speed that it normally would.
Right.
That's kind of what it was like.
Wow.
And meanwhile, you're also pulling against the handlebars so you don't fly off the back.
Yeah.
And you're even using your leg power to try to grip the sides of the tube. The next day, from neck to ankle, my muscles could barely move.
Oh, I'm sure.
And on top of that, I didn't put on any sunscreen, and so I was burnt from neck.
You kids nowadays.
Huh?
Burnt. I was burnt.
Burnt. I was red. Like anytime I tried to sit somewhere, not only were my muscles aching, but my skin was burning. It was a very painful rest of the week.
Yes. Yes.
Try to make that into an animations.
You bastards.
Hello. Is your character design course still relevant, or do you have a new one? I want to learn character design so badly.
Wait a minute. Whoa. What do you mean, is it still relevant?
It is.
I don't put out irrelevant stuff. Don's just laughing.
This course is like so 2019.
Yes, it's relevant. I don't give you guys irrelevant, outdated material.
What do you think about DreamWorks' short Bilby?
Don't know it.
It was animated in 2018 and was supposed to be a full-length film, but was canceled just for being a short.
I don't know it.
It'll be. We'll try to remember to look that up later. Erica Bay says, "I love." Oh, excuse me. I love this tiger. Erica Bay says, "I love this tiger."
Oh, good. Wow.
And from Twitch, somebody else comments saying, "This painting reminds me of Marlon Brando,
Yes, that's what I was trying to do.
but you miss a rose on his jacket."
I know. Look at you.
I
You
know.
sneaky person there out there in
Twitch.
Wawa land.
In Twitch land.
I just didn't feel like putting it in there. I was in the pain.
I guess this is a future request, but can you draw Yao, Ling, and Chen Po
What is going on?
from Mulan as panda, monkey, and a pig?
Yes, in the future.
Kahenya says, "Got to go, but I wanted to ask if you're going to the." Oh, he's wondering if we're going to the elephant orphanage in Kenya. Could you announce when? I would love to go get an autograph.
I'm not sure when yet.
There's an elephant orphanage in Kenya?
Yes, Jesus. I just talked about it. I said the Sheldrick Elephant Orphanage.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to juggle between three different chat.
I
chat
don't care,
boards.
man. It's not why I pay you.
It kind of is. Will you ever show your very old artworks, like from the school times?
It's gone.
Yeah.
All my old artwork burned up in the house fire. I don't have any old artwork from when I was in school. I got college stuff. I do have some college stuff. But I don't have anything younger than college. We had a forest fire come through and we lost our house in a forest fire. And we were actually homeless for a little while. And so, as a little side result of that, I have no artwork from that period and earlier.
What's the most annoying part about growing out your hair?
The hair, I guess. It gets in the
Shedding
way.
hair.
That's why I had 25 years of long hair and I finally just got over it. I was done. And now if my hair gets even remotely long, it drives me nuts. I don't know how I went 25 years like that. All right, let's call it. Oh, The Godfather.
Do you mind anyone using your artworks to make a 3D model?
No, not at all. Go for it. That's why I'm here.
Don't be afraid to tag if you want to show them. Because we would love to see that, the finished work.
Oh, we would we?
What, you don't?
Of course I would.
Do you recommend your Let's Draws for total beginners? No. Oh, of course, right?
Say that again.
Do you recommend your Let's Draw courses for total beginners?
Let's draw.
I think like your
Oh, yeah.
your drawing courses.
Yes.
I cracked a joke saying no. Absolutely not.
Yes. Absolutely. That's why we have them.
Only the bravest and most skilled are allowed access. Mr. Blaze, what is your wildest college story? Any keg standing?
My wildest what?
College story. Like
Oh, you
any
know what?
keg
I
standing?
was such a straight lace in college. I really was. All I did was my assignments and surf. I was in the beach, in the water, surfing, skimboarding. If I wasn't there, then I was doing my art. Didn't drink alcohol. Didn't do anything. I was pretty straight laced. Wasn't until later that I tried a few things. All right.
And someone on YouTube says, "This looks great."
So there it is. Our Godfather Tiger. He's going to make it off. You can't refuse.
When are your books being sent off to the UK?
As soon as we get them, they're on a ship right now. As we speak, they are on a ship. Matter of fact, we're getting a finished copy FedEx to us. We're supposed to get it in the next day or so.
Do you need a drink? Or you're sending a little?
No, I know. No, I'm going to get a drink afterwards. But we are going to get them. As soon as we get them, we are going to set up our assembly line. We've got several thousand that I need to sign. But as soon as we get them, we're going to be signing them, boxing them, shipping them, and they're all going out all together, everybody. So obviously, unfortunately, if you're international, it's going to take an additional week or two for you to get it beyond the time that we get it. But rest assured, if you ordered it, I'm going to sign it for you. So hopefully that's going to cushion the wait time. We apologize for it, but we really wanted to make sure that these were printed properly. We had to do quite a bit of research to find the right printer, and then get it laid out nicely. And Nick is one to thank for that. Nick really did a great job in pulling that together and getting it laid out. But we're really excited about it. I think you guys are going to love it. And we've still got a lot of material that was not published that we're going to put into a second volume probably next year. So, so hopefully in the next probably 6 weeks, we're going to be able to get those out to everybody. So there you go. So, and then on everything else, before I lose my voice completely, remember August 14th, I've got my live stream with Chuck Williams, our live event where we're going to be talking about story and getting movies kind of off the ground, how we create our story from the beginning, creating the world, creating the characters, coming up with the thematic notion. What is that movie about? How does that hold the movie together? How do you pitch it? All those different things in order to get a movie made, an animated movie made in Hollywood. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Go to creatureartteacher.com/live to get more information on that. Also, the book, if you order the book now, I will be signing it. So go on over to Creature Art Teacher for that as well. And then,
Originally, that was the first 100. Now it's anybody that pre-ordered.
Yeah, anybody that pre-orders is going to get a signed book. I'm going to sign them all. I don't care how long it takes me. It's going to take a couple weeks to get them all signed.
Your wrist is going to be
My
dead.
signature is going to change. That's what's going to happen. Every time I've had to sign my name a lot, I actually end up forgetting how to sign my name. It gets weird. It's bizarre.
It's going to be to the point where it's just shing, 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 just done, done, done,
Yeah.
done. By the end.
So, so there you go. And what else was I missing?
You talked about the book.
Oh, the
you talked
50% sale. So
I don't have a slide for that.
we've got our my character design course for this weekend is 50% off, half off. That's a lot. It's a big savings. So if you're interested in character design like we did today, and some of the principles that I think about when I'm doing it, go on over to creatureartteacher.com and find my my character design course. where I cover both humans and animals, and you can save 50%. So I hope you guys had a good time today. I certainly did. In between little rocket lightning flashes of pain in my lower back, but that's just old man stuff.
Right.
I'll get better. Hopefully by next week I'll be better. And but I hope you guys have a great weekend. Going out there, put some beauty back in the world. Do some drawing, do some painting, make someone else's life better and more beautiful. I will talk to you next week. Thanks.
Hey guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Glad you guys enjoyed this stream. And for any of you newcomers, if you're interested in any wildlife photography, you can check out my Instagram at Dustin_Blaze, where occasionally I post new wildlife photos, and I try to post them as often as I can. And also on Creature Art Teacher, you can find my own reference packs for Florida wildlife, including birds and alligators and river otters, all sorts. And to all of you out there that have been asking, we're currently in the last stretch of getting the Yellowstone packs together. So that we should be able to announce further details on that in the next couple of weeks. But just know that it is currently underway, and that's going to be very exciting. Got a lot of grizzly bears, got some rams, bison, all those fun things. So keep in touch with that.
Yeah.
And so once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and enjoy this lovely weekend. See you guys next week, and as always, Cowboy Bebop. See ya.